Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley. That's David Van Camp. There's Scott Robbins. Okay, so there's going to be the big speech tonight from Trump.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of controversy already.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, why are you sounding so dour?
A lot of trepidation, too, coming from Republicans.
Oh, yeah, but they won't go on the record.
Man, don't go down the 2020 election routing.
I don't know. I want to know what he has to say. I don't know. Why are why is everybody prejudging it?
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just echoing what I'm reading today.
No, you don't feel great about it.
I don't. There's some white knuckling. I don't. I want to feel good about it. I don't.
Okay. Yeah, that was the big Politico headline. Scared bleepless. Republicans brace for Trump's primetime speech.
There's some white knuckling going on out there for sure.
Yeah. Unnamed source. Whatever.
Yeah.
But the inside word is that if he sticks to the script and the facts that they have, is going to be really good.
When is he ever
they're
stuck to
afraid
the script?
that he's going to go off script, and then they're afraid. Well, okay, fine, whatever. Let's see what it is.
Let's see what happens. All
right, I'm game.
If it turns into Rudy Giuliani's hair melting off his face, then we'll be like, well, that was probably a mistake.
If the word Kraken gets released, probably not the best idea.
No. Kraken, there should be that.
That's Sidney Powell. If she shows up, that won't be good.
I'm going to bristle at that point.
Yeah,
yes.
me too, definitely.
But that's not going to happen. So we'll see what happens. But yes, people are already saying he's going to cancel elections or something.
Yeah, this is almost like they're too panicked ahead of time. The opposition. Tom Rogers, he's the founder of CNBC. He wrote some piece for Newsweek or Time or some other thing. I don't know. He's paranoid as hell. And he went on MS Now to talk about how he views Trump's primetime speech scheduled for tonight.
Okay.
Is about laying the groundwork for him to take action. He's going to claim that the 2026 midterms were rigged if Democrats in key districts win that would turn Congress into Democratic majorities. He will say the results can't be finalized until it's all investigated because there was foreign interference or illegal immigrants voting. He would then probably order Congress to organize around Republican majorities and say you can't seat members in districts where we're questioning the results. I think what would follow from that is enormous street protest, probably stimulating violence on his part by bringing in troops. And then it could get really scary.
Yeah, okay.
Then it could get really scary.
So you're telling me that if Trump does anything calling into question the results of any election, left-wingers are going to go out and burn things down? Really? That's never happened except always.
Dude, I'm just laughing at this guy predicting a possible future, not knowing what's in the speech.
Right.
And then this happens, and then this could happen, and then go see some sort of psychologist, dude. Get some help. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Right.
No.
And maybe we find out that there was some real nefarious crap going on with the 2020 election, because a whole lot of people already believe that.
I thought maybe that would be the case with a push towards the voter ID thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like maybe that was the object behind this. Like, hey, we found out all this stuff. It can't happen again. So here's what we want to do. We want to do this, and, we got to pass this bill. It's got to get done.
I think that's
maybe that's it.
It could be. We'll wait and see. I know J.D. Vance was talking with Rogan about it yesterday. Talking about a lot of those different things. But we can get to that coming up a little bit later. I thought this was interesting. I happened to see this clip, and he's from the All In podcast, and I always butcher his name. David, you got it.
I do? Okay. Yeah, it's Chamath Palihapitiya. Sure.
Yes.
I nailed it.
Good job.
Good job.
Cholula. Yeah, whatever.
Joe Biden it.
You're a smart guy.
Kawawa.
Just put that on everything. With that classic Biden clip. What's his name? Yeah, right.
Shanga Kawawa.
So Kawawa from the All In podcast. He's a very smart person. from Silicon Valley was also on CNBC, of all things, saying this.
The reality is that most of us were lied to by the media about President Trump. And if you just go back to the source material, you should take away two things. One, he didn't say half the things he said. And two, why did these other people just fabricate what they wanted to say so that they could essentially assassinate his character? I think that that second thing is completely unacceptable in America. And there's still been no repercussions, really.
No. No apologies, no anything.
Yeah.
The fine people hoax, you could go on and on and on.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing's ever happened. No, you know what? We got that one wrong. We apologize to our audience.
No. What is it? It took PolitiFact 7 years to fact check the fine people thing.
Yes. That's how long it took. And it was someone else that actually spurred it on that was out there saying this is a load of BS.
Yeah.
It was really getting out there on social media all over the place. And they're like, well, I guess we got to fess up now.
We don't have President Joe Biden without it.
There you go.
That's the reason he ran.
Yeah, according to Joe Biden, yeah, that's why he ran.
Yeah.
He heard what they said.
He saw the bulging veins in their...
They came out of the corn or whatever it was.
Right. Yeah. Something else J.D. Vance was talking about with Rogan yesterday was the Democratic Socialists and the rise. And he was talking about basically how we sold a lot of our jobs overseas. And he was talking about affordability, like just a young couple trying to afford a home. That is a problem in the United States, and in his opinion, that's got to get addressed.
Yeah.
And Republicans can do that. That would help them greatly. But here's part of the end of when he was talking about that stuff.
We ran the experiment of offshoring all of our industrial jobs, of becoming a services and finance economy, and allowing Wall Street to come in and buy every asset of modern life and turn it into an investable, line goes up asset. And what has that done? It's created a generation of kids who kind of are attracted to socialism. You have to fix that problem.
You see it all over the place. And, with this last election in New York, you could see, okay, this is a real thing now. And since that broke, you're hearing more about the Democratic Socialists of America all over the place. And there are a lot more people getting really concerned about it. You're like, man, because it's grown a lot in a short amount of time and seems like it keeps on growing. So with that, you've got a lot of stuff popping on social media, and I happen to see this on Fox. This was like a conference call with Democratic Socialists. It's these three women, okay? And one looks a little older than the others, like old enough to know better, but none of them do. And you can tell by the way they're talking about what the future could be. See if this sounds familiar.
What would it be like to live in a world without capitalism, to live in a world where you can take a day off from work, but you don't hate your job? And you don't have to have a job just to pay the bills because you don't have a lot of bills, right? Bills are no longer a thing because there's not for-profit businesses that are constantly trying to exploit you and trying to, put you into debt.
That sounds like a dopey junior high kid. Yet these are leaders.
What businesses are you talking about?
The largest bill collector in America is a government organization. It's called the IRS.
Yes.
I mean, what are you talking about?
Well, you got to pay rent, and somebody's making money off of you.
Well, yeah, that's the incentive, right? Yes.
Yeah, let's look at
money is the incentive.
Let's look at the conditions inside current public housing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want that for everybody, right?
No. Well, you break this down at the beginning, and David, I'm always going to default to you because if I ask Scott, he's just going to look at me and go, I don't know. You're the closest to some of these people as far as age. You're the millennial. What is meant by this?
Where you can take a day off from work, but you don't hate your job.
What does that mean?
Like the only reason you take a day off of work is because you just can't do it that day? Let's talk to a lot of people who have worked in the People's Republics around the world and talk about how much spare time they have.
Oh, my gosh. In North Korea?
Yeah.
Back to work.
Yeah. Right.
You will work or you'll be beaten.
Well, the Soviet Union tried to build a big canal And, I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of people were forced to dig by hand this canal, and many people died as a result of it. And guess what? Once they finished the canal, they realized they didn't build it deep enough for commercial traffic.
So they killed the rest of the people who were working.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, let's break the rest of this down.
And you don't have to have a job just to pay the bills because you don't have.
What you just have a job? Is this a world where if you get your lesbian basket weaving degree that you have a job that gives you this incredible life?
What are you going to do during the communist or after the communist revolution? Well, I'm going to really focus on my mixed media art projects. No, you're growing beets, honey. That's what you're going to do.
Yes.
Now, who am I going to call when my cable goes out? Who am I going to call?
And then the rest.
You don't have a lot of bills, right? Bills are no longer a thing because there's not for-profit businesses that are constantly trying to exploit you and trying to, put you into debt.
What?
Oh, boy.
So there's no cell phone bill.
No.
It's just given to you.
Given to you.
Well, I guess because it's the illegals that get them now. It's just a free cell for everybody.
Since there's no profit, there's no incentive to actually make it work.
Well, this is true.
I mean,
That is a problem.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll be getting into more of that a little bit later. And then I saw this, David. It was Scott Robbins' worst fear in some sort of way coming true for somebody.
You have been vindicated, my friend, because one of your biggest fears you've talked about is falling into a porta potty and not being able to get out.
And the swimming up to break the
right.
to break the waves or whatever. Yeah.
Because you feel like if you go into a porta john, if you fall through, there's just an ocean of human waste.
There
or something.
easily is. Yes.
Okay. Like feet deep. You're talking 20 feet deep, and you can't swim up. That's what you imagine in your head.
I'm trying to swim up, but I never quite break the surface.
Got it.
End up dying in one of those things.
Firefighters in Kansas City were forced to cut apart a portable toilet after a man somehow became trapped underneath the seat. No word on how he got in there.
Underneath the seat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's in there, and he's got an arm poking out of the seat, and the firefighters, they were not getting close to it. The video is incredible. They're like, they go in there with a little electric saw, they're like, brrr. Okay, and then they run away like they just defused a bomb and they're not sure if it worked. Here's part of the video. Again, you can see his arm poking out from the toilet seat, and the firefighters are just yelling at him. You got to do this yourself, brother. Sorry, we're not. So here you go. Here's part of it.
All right.
I'm not listening. Put your head through the thing like you were when you first showed up. Hey. Now you're just talking now. Listen. No, lean forward. Put your head through the hole. Bro, come on.
Bro, come on.
I'm the dumb while singing the urinal. Watch your head, okay?
You like carry Vicks that you can put under your nose?
You carry Vicks that you can put under your nose. They got him out.
Well, it's 120 degrees, too.
Yeah, they got him out, and they hosed him down. They were like, throw away the clothes. And when they're hosing him down, it's hilarious because nobody is within like 20 feet of the guy.
That's me. I can't speak anymore. I'm just sitting in a room looking at the wall, just mumbling.
Well, the thing is,
God.
I'm just hoping this isn't a Kansas City thing. Where are you going to be this weekend?
Kansas City.
Hope you don't have to go real bad. Woo. All right. The 5 stories we're watching today, much more straight ahead.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores.
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. And now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2. Okay, number 5, former Democrat representative and current congressional candidate. She wants her old job back. Cori Bush, now under investigation in the state of Missouri for allegedly funneling charity donations for a tornado relief effort, funneling those funds to political spending.
Get out. That never happens in that world.
No, she's never actually been accused of doing basically that same thing. Never.
No, it was her husband.
Yes, right. Number 4, the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Transportation have announced that they have identified 75 entry-level commercial driver's license truck driving schools across the United States suspected of fraudulently helping non-citizen drivers obtain commercial driver's licenses. Number 3, a new policy from the Trump administration, they're rolling this out in the next couple of weeks, I'm told, would allow American veterans who've driven heavy trucks for the military to be eligible for a commercial driver's license. That experience matters, and so they're looking at that.
Seems to make sense.
I'd love to hear from truck drivers about. I know we have several people who drive trucks, and wondering what they think about that.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. Number 2, the Trump administration is reinstating the policy of considering immigrants' use of welfare programs when deciding whether to approve green card applications. It's insane that we stopped doing it in the first place.
Yep.
And then number 1, President Trump announced that Iran had released an American citizen wrongfully detained since 2024, and then thanking the country for what he called a gesture of goodwill. The American in question is Dina Karari.
In other words, please stop the bombing.
Yeah.
Please. I don't think it's going to happen.
Nope. No, I don't think so.
No. Okay. So those are the 5 stories. I saw this. Technology moves fast. We all know that. But a school district in Western New York is actually going to have a full-on humanoid robot as a teacher this fall.
I had one of those back in the 70s.
No, you did not.
It just seemed that way, I guess.
The robot named Sally is not going to replace the classroom teacher, but it's programmed to provide learning support to both students and educators. Sally's going to have a lifelike appearance with silicone skin and long brown hair. She'll be stationary in a seated position, but will have a wide range of upper body movements and facial expressions. She won't use the students' names because there's some privacy concerns. So the kids will have to address themselves with a number. Everybody gets a number.
Oh, good.
So they say, "Hi, Miss Sally, I'm student 7," or whatever.
Oh, boy.
So I'd be like, "Hey, 7, we were talking about this yesterday. Do you want to continue that conversation?" A little strange.
Yeah, a little.
She can also support the teachers by interjecting if the teacher forgets where they're at in the lesson plan or accidentally skips over something. By the way, Sally is costing $57,000.
I'm just waiting for the New York Post headline about Sally going rogue and, sexting with one of the students.
Well, did I mention that Sally, the company that makes Sally, is Realbotics, and they also own Real Doll, which makes hyper-realistic sex dolls?
Oh, my gosh.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Well, you can learn history at the same time.
Hot for TeacherBot, yes.
Yes, right, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh, man. And you hear all the time about these different robotics things with kids that say inappropriate crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the signals getting mixed up somewhere.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Boy.
I mean, are they at least going to talk about the 137 genders? Because that's the most important thing to teach students right now.
We're not sure about that. I don't know.
7. Do you have a question?
New song coming out this fall, Hot for Robot.
Got it bad, got it bad, got it bad.
And you're going to die. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, big Trump speech tonight. Can't wait for that. Little review and what's your story straight ahead. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, and the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. So, the Trump speech tonight, talking about election interference. And, yeah, you're hearing, well, some people protesting already before they even know what the speech is going to be.
Yeah.
Like, it was the freest and most fair election ever, and that's a fact. Okay. They were saying part of that on Good Morning America today. I'm, like the rest of us, saying, let's see what he has to say.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're bristling a little bit, Scott.
Well, I'm not bristling as much as I'm just anxious. It just makes me anxious. I don't want to give them any more fuel.
Don't know if it's true, but a source in the administration said, after reading the draft of the speech, it includes bombshell evidence China interfered in the 2020 election to help Biden win, including hacking into state voter registration databases and stealing information on tens of thousands of voters to then manufacture mail-in ballots for Biden.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The president, without evidence, accused the... Blah, blah, blah.
I think the evidence is coming tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
the big release.
I'd love to see the evidence. I would love to look at it.
I would, too.
And it's like, for all these people who are, just like preemptively saying, oh, this is just ridiculous conspiracy theories. I'm sorry, but we had to listen to you for years, and some of you still whine about the claim that Russia stole the election for Donald Trump. So shove it.
Well, we'll see what happens. This sounds really interesting in that there are 4 sets of declassified documents, which, according to this, would be released tomorrow. We'll see if that's true, which were recently unearthed from suppressed FBI, CIA, and ODNI records. Again, that's according to the source. The intelligence had been buried in a massive cover-up of Beijing's hacking capabilities and influence operations that were aimed at supporting Biden. Other vulnerabilities compromising the U.S. election system, according to a draft of the speech, include the existence of more than 100,000 non-citizens, including illegal immigrants on voter rolls. Now, you already know there are people in the United States, no matter what comes out of this, you can have the proof, they're not going to believe it.
Sure.
And there's still a question of, will the networks even cover this tonight? We'll wait and see.
Almost have to, don't they? Well,
we've said that before. Like, well, they cover this story, and then you find out they don't.
There is a big push to make sure that nobody airs it live.
I've seen that. Yeah. Well, you just can't let the president just say, I need prime time anytime he wants.
Right. Well, sure you can.
Well, this seems like a pretty big deal with new evidence. So, listen, man, if you're to be honest, when you just talk to regular people, if it ever comes up, the 81 million votes that went to Biden, have you ever talked to a person that really believes that?
Well, Biden
I have, but I know a lot of Democrats.
Anybody not on the left?
Besides Biden? No, I haven't. No.
Oh, no, they're like, no, it was something hinky. And generally, it's like what we've talked about, I don't know how many times over the years. It's like, hey, if you have this sort of wild, wild west election system, it may be perfectly legal. I mean, what California does in ballot harvesting and Dropbox drop-offs and things like that, and unlimited mail-in votes, all of that, that does make it very vulnerable, I guess technically not for illegal fraud, but for people to just, well, say, hey, check this box, and I'll take your ballot for you.
Right.
So any other context, you would say, oh, well, that's fraudulent. Well, not in California.
Exactly. But if you have the goods that China hacked into the databases and then used these names to then mail in vote for Biden, holy cow.
They're harvesting votes in the wet market.
So we'll see what happens.
China.
Yes, China. That's right. Biden. Trump also talking about Iran. Talking about the IRGC.
Yeah, well, President Trump says it's possible that he orders the code red on the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. This is in an interview with Fox Business.
Okay.
Well, we're going to be in good shape. I mean, they are really, they've been depleted. Their weapons are down 91%. The drone capacity is way down. They still have, but not a lot. Their manufacturing capacity is down. Their rocket launchers and their missile launchers are way down. Their missiles are way down. Down. They're probably depleted by 88, close to 90%. Now, that doesn't mean there's still not danger, and there is. They're nasty people, but they want to make a deal. I can tell you they want to make a deal, and you don't have to be a genius to realize when you see what's happening to them every night, and now today we gave them a little daytime shot, too. So this should have been done, not by me, this should have been done a long time ago, long before me.
Yeah. We'll see. Does seem like he's out of patience with Iran all the way around. By the way, I just had to look it up for myself when we were talking about the voting irregularities in 2020. That Obama got 69 million. Biden got 81.
Yeah.
Okay. But moving on, Chuck Schumer asked about socialism again, because he's going to get this question. They're all going to get this question.
Oh, for sure, yeah, because they're not even hiding it now. So the top Democrat in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, he really didn't want to talk about the socialists rising up. He was asked about the left-wing Senate candidate in Michigan, this Abdul El Sayed.
Doctor, not a doctor?
Doctor, not a doctor, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let me say this. First, Donald Trump is in terrible shape, and the Republicans are in Michigan. His tariffs, his war with Canada, in an economy that depends on cross-border transactions, has made him look terrible. Second,
did he almost say Hitler?
I thought the same thing, dude. He wanted to. He stopped himself because every time Trump comes up, Hitler follows.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Democrats have always come up with candidates that fit their states. We will do that in Michigan. We will beat the Republican, and we will take back the Senate.
Okay.
By the way, did you see that Jim Clyburn came out and endorsed Haley Stevens in Michigan? This is the Democrat who kind of talks like a Depression-era baseball coach. And I mean, the whole thing is an act, but it's because you've seen the polling. Like, she's running away with the black vote because the black vote doesn't like Islamists and they don't like socialists.
No.
And so Clyburn has stepped up, and we'll see if that actually helps in the Democrat primary there.
Oh, there's going to be a civil war in the party. You can see it coming. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. They can't all coexist, as they say. Not forever. All right, it's that time. We do it a couple of times a day. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. You want to bring it in. David, today, what's your story?
You know, if you're a dad, especially as boys, a dad of boys, you might know that there comes a time when your kid starts to dunk on you. I just crossed that threshold with my almost 5-year-old son. And I'll keep him in line, but man, it can be kind of tough to process in the moment.
I'm just picturing right now someone listening and thinking, David, you're saying they dunk on the dad, and they're thinking the first time the kid beats you in basketball or something like that, and you're thinking 14, 15. You're talking about your 4-year-old.
I'm talking about a war of words.
Yes.
My friend. Yes.
Yes, because he's enjoying summer in the sunshine with mom, and you got to work.
And he's going, you got to work. And I said, you're dependent on me.
Yeah,
if
no
I don't
kidding.
work, none of us have a house. Yeah. Well, it also does that's kind of a universal experience. Apparently, there's this Netflix show, Quarterback. It's a documentary series about NFL quarterbacks. I guess
It's pretty well done.
Joe Flacco's son Frank caught on a mic having very little confidence in his dad based on his fantasy football pick.
Oh wow. Okay, go ahead.
If Dad goes off, I'm gonna crash out.
What do you mean?
Because I benched him.
I hope he goes off.
His own kid benched him.
Benched him in his fantasy football team. That's pretty bad, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's dunked on.
No kidding.
Did you see what Flacco said about Shedeur Sanders, too?
No.
He had the face mask on at practice.
Uh-huh.
He's like, what the hell's this guy doing with a face mask on?
Really?
Yeah. He said, it's just a look. This means nothing. This is so I can look cooler than everybody else.
Wow.
I was like, wow, Flacco.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. But yeah, there's Shedeur Sanders with his plastic face mask on.
I'll have to look that up. I want to see
Yeah.
it. All right, Scotty, what do you got for what's your story?
Speaking of the NFL games used to require one thing. You just had to find the right channel in the right region, wherever you were at the time.
Yeah.
The NFL, by the way, saying all this patchwork of partners and streaming service is fan-friendly. Now, here's the deal. When they released the schedule, on May, they released the NFL schedule. 10 different subscriptions are used to watch the NFL this year.
Yeah.
10! If you want to have access to every single game, according to the big lead Yahoo Sports, they'll cost you in the ballpark of $1,000 over the course of the season. If you want to watch every game,
Okay.
it's going to be $1,000.
Does it say what 10 subscriptions you need?
No.
I guess we could guess a lot of them. You have to have Netflix. You got to have Amazon Prime, Peacock.
Would
Right,
Hulu be
ESPN.
in the mix there?
Yeah, Hulu.
Hulu's got a game this
I
year?
believe they do.
We'll have to look it up.
You have to look it up.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts? I mean, I hate it. I hate it for baseball. I have the MLB package. But I get the MLB package and there's 3 teams I can't watch
I know.
because I'm too close to them in a region.
If you listen to this show regularly, you've heard this bit before.
Yes.
Scott's very
I know,
upset
but
about
I
it.
bitch about it
It's
because
like a daily sort
it's
of
like,
thing.
why do you hate your fans? Why do people hate your fans? And I get it. Major League Baseball hates me. I understand,
they
David. I
hate you.
get it. But the NFL hates me too.
Yeah. I'm not encouraging this because it may be maybe bending the rules a little bit, but, maybe talk to one of your granddaughters about something called a VPN if you want to get around that blackout. I'm not encouraging you to do it. I'm just saying you can ask one of them for information. They probably know what that is.
And I probably could go get it and set it up for me.
Yeah, tell you where to go. Some people have sons-in-laws for that. Whatever.
Well, you got to have somebody in the
Whatever
family.
works.
It's like having a mechanic used to be, right? You got to have somebody who knows how to fix stuff, with the internet and whatnot.
Right. If you're a boomer, that's true.
Yes.
Very much so.
I get frustrated with it. I'm tired.
I'm sorry, man. You're going on vacation, so it'll be nice for you.
Yes.
And sometimes you feel like we're going to pile on or something.
And I'm going on vacation with a guy who's brilliant with all that stuff. So
Yes.
if it breaks down while on vacation, no problem.
So if your email breaks like it has in the past,
yes,
he's there to
he
fix
can
it.
fix it for me.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a shade tree
Just a
fixer.
classic.
Yeah.
For my story, it was just Stephen A. Smith. And this illustrates, again, Democratic Party, there's so many different splits. And the whole alphabet mafia still trying to trans kids, that doesn't set well with a lot of black voters. We already know that. If you just know people, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
They never want to talk about it. Stephen A. is like, what are we doing?
In the same breath, he talking about trans. In the same breath,
Yeah.
he talking about transgender folks that don't even make up 1% of the population.
Yeah, he comes in hot. All of a sudden, you guys are like, whoa.
Yeah, he always comes in hot.
Oh, yeah.
And how, it's perfectly okay. I just have the heart that if a kid wants to transition from male to female, he can't help that he was born this way. And even though his body says he's a male, inside he's a female, and he wants to make that transition, I'm for doing so without parental consent. You can't tell my child to go across the damn street without my permission. What the hell you doing signing off, verbally or otherwise, on the notion that a kid can do something like that, like a sex change without the parental consent? The hell is wrong with people? That kind of verbiage has to get out of the mouths of Democrats.
Yeah.
They can't. They can't do it.
But we used to live in a
captive.
world where you would disagree politically with a guy like Stephen A. Smith, but you could have a conversation and agree on certain things like that was a given.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No. Party's captured, man.
Oh, yeah.
Stuck with it.
Oh, yeah. We'll see where it all goes. Oh, Scott, I don't know if you saw this story. Dude steals a kitten, then uses the kitten to rob a bank. Yeah, Nimrod's in the news coming up, and a news update next.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry! Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
You don't need an economist to tell you your money doesn't go as far as it used to. Just buy groceries, fill up the tank, or pay a utility bill. The question is, what do you do about it? Sitting around hoping everything magically gets cheaper probably isn't much of a strategy. So before you make any big financial decisions, it's worth getting informed.
That's why you should check out Swiss America. They've been helping educate Americans about precious metals for more than 40 years, and they put together a free report called The Secret War on Cash. When you request your copy, you get no sales pitch, no obligation, just information explaining why a lot of people are looking at ways to help protect their purchasing power over the long haul.
Learn about your options. Do it today. Call or text 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MVCR for your free report. Again, that's 800-289-2646 or SwissAmerica.com/MVCR. Tell them Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins sent you. Message and data rates may apply.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Well, it's true. You don't need an economist to tell you your money doesn't go as far as it used to. If you're buying groceries and filling up the tank and paying utility bills, you feel it. The question is, what do you do about it? Because sitting around just hoping everything magically gets cheaper isn't much of a strategy. So before you make any big financial decisions, it is worth getting informed.
Yeah, that's why you ought to check out Swiss America. They put together a nice free report called The Secret War on Cash, and they've been helping educate Americans about precious metals for more than 40 years. When you get The Secret War on Cash, get it in the mail, and there's no sales pitch, no obligation, no pressure, just information explaining why a lot of people are looking at ways to help protect their purchasing power over the long haul.
And what you don't want to do is wait until rising forces and costs out there make you start to question those decisions. Learn about your options today. You can call or text 800-289-2646, or you can visit SwissAmerica.com/MVCR. It's your free report. It's right there. Again, that's 800-289-2646 or SwissAmerica.com/MVCR, and tell them MVCR sent you. Message data rates may apply.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, you got Secretary of State Marco Rubio talking about left-wing terrorism today. That's very, very interesting. We'll have to get to some of what he had to say a little bit more later. But also, ABC News has a story that President Trump's longtime teleprompter operator is believed to have made more than $100,000 on betting on Trump's speeches.
Holy smokes.
Polly Market and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right, we got to get to Nimrod's. Wow.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Maryland, where a dude walks into a pet store the other day, steals a 3-month-old rescue kitten named Magnolia. Okay, why? Well, we're not sure. Yeah.
He stole a rescue kitten?
Yes. Used the cat adoption area, a key, and no one's looking. He took the little kitten. And then he goes to a PNC bank next door and used Magnolia as an accessory to rob the place. Said, hey, can you hold this cat? Says this to a bank employee. Yeah, I can hold the cat. And then he wrote a note, handed it to the teller, said, give me all your cash. Someone alerted the police. Response was pretty quick. As a matter of fact, the pet store employees saw that the cat was missing, and then here's all the cops coming out, and they're like, wow, that's quite a response for a stolen cat. They didn't realize he was trying to rob the bank. But anyway, police arrested the dude, and Magnolia was returned to the pet store safe and sound.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
You were afraid, weren't you?
Scumbag, yeah.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay, we were just talking about Marco Rubio, David.
Yeah.
Got an update there?
Yeah, well, he was speaking at an event called the Resurgence of Political Terrorism. And, well, I mean, he brought up the rise of left-wing terrorism in the United States and how it is so often excused away or even promoted.
Dude, how many times have we seen it just over the last couple of years?
Yeah.
Over and over and over. All right, roll the clip.
Here in my country, so many people in positions of power have repeatedly dismissed acts of violence and even terrorism as legitimate forms of political expression, so long as they served a left-wing cause. It is why during those so-called George Floyd riots in the summer of 2020, as criminals and extremists burned and looted their way through America's great cities and nearly brought the country to its knees, city governments all across the country simply refused to prosecute the people conducting these acts of violence and terror. It is the reason for the now infamous image, maybe you all recall this, of a news anchor from a very prominent agency, a news anchor, standing in a neighborhood, consumed in flames. Meanwhile, the chyron on the bottom read that the protests were mostly peaceful. This was something worse than a double standard. Left-wing violence was not just excused. It was treated as sacrosanct, a protected class unto itself.
It's very true.
Yes. Well, dude.
Fiery, but mostly peaceful.
I mean, it is just absolutely bonkers when we were covering the Chaz in Seattle.
Yes.
That you had left-wing activists say, no, this portion of the city is ours now. And
yes,
people died as a result of that. You know, the left always says people will die. No, people literally died.
They did.
As a result of this.
Another thing is it was allowed. You were allowed to take over a block and just declare it yours.
Yes.
Nothing happened.
Dude, it was like Minneapolis.
Yeah.
When they burned down the police precinct.
Yeah.
I remember coming into work that day going, where are we at? Who allows that?
Yeah, Chaz had their own park district.
They did kind of have a city council.
Yes. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. That was just allowed to happen. We just took over a block of the city. Oh, well. Okay.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
Well, I remember hearing people like local media and national media. Well, it's just a small portion.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's just a couple of blocks,
Yes.
you know. It's like, well, hold on a second. You can't just occupy people's neighborhoods. What are you talking about?
Right. And then January 6th was an insurrection.
Right.
Yes.
Without guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When has that ever happened in history?
It's a good question.
No, never.
Only before the gun was invented.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was
threw rocks at each other.
Yeah, that is wild. Okay, Tom Homan has spoken, David.
Yes, well, there was a temporary pause on some vehicle pursuits by ICE, after a couple of deadly shootings, which involved people trying to ram ICE agents or vehicles. Border Czar Tom Homan tells Fox News, hey, they're not going away, but there is a reason why the administration wants to look at this issue, and actually it kind of has a lot to do with what Marco Rubio was just talking about.
Okay.
I'm scared to death because assaults with vehicles are sky high. There's been a lot of shootings. I'm scared to death that one of these days, our ICE officers aren't going to be quick enough. The bad guys will be quicker. And I'm going to hand another folded flag to a spouse or a child. So, President Trump's clear this policy is not going away. But it all goes back to the Dems who want to continually attack ICE and tell people to evade them, tell people don't comply, tell people to resist, and tell people ICE isn't real law enforcement agency. You and I talked about this 1.5 years ago, Laura. I said if the hateful rhetoric didn't stop, there will be bloodshed. And I'm saying it right now. There's still going to be more bloodshed unless they shut their mouth and let ICE enforce the laws that they enacted.
Yeah. He said from the get-go, before Trump took office, we're going to go in to these communities. We're going to get the bad guys. It would help if these sanctuary cities would just let us come to the jails and get them. If we have to go into the neighborhoods, there's going to be other people swept up that they don't want.
Yeah.
He's very clear about that. And then it happens, and media's like, well, I can't believe they're doing this. They weren't even going after this guy.
Right.
They told him exactly what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. That's been frustrating. Okay. Other news. You mentioned this earlier, David. Trump has a new idea as far as veterans driving trucks.
Yeah, so he says that some veterans will be automatically eligible for commercial driver's licenses as the administration is trying to get illegal aliens out of commercial trucking.
Okay, roll it.
Illegal alien truck drivers who are just killing a lot of people. They can't read signs. Many of them are on drugs or alcohol, and they shouldn't be driving these things. And they came in totally illegally, and we don't want them, but they are driving all over American roadways, and we're going to replace them with proud American veterans who are going to take our veterans, who are going to make them, we're going to teach them a lot about driving trucks. And in many cases, they know. We're going to say any American who's driven a heavy truck for our military will automatically be eligible for a commercial driver's license. So we're going to get them taken care of.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, how's that going to get criticized?
Well, military truck's not the same thing as commercial trucking. Well, I'm assuming that there would be some training involved in that.
Right. And we're pretty sure they can read.
Yeah.
So that's an improvement.
And they can drive.
Yes. So, yeah, sounds like it would make sense. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure, the left and media will take that. Well, he's saying drugs and alcohol without evidence.
Right. They can't read signs. No, that's not true. Only some of them can't read the signs.
There also has to be stiffer penalties for the people hiring them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They got to be held accountable, too.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Well, and
if you get a
companies
guy in there,
that hire people
right,
here illegally, we've been talking about this for over 20 years.
If you're just looking to fill a slot and you need drivers or whatever, and you're pushing anybody in there,
yes,
I mean that's on you too. So
Trump, of course, the big primetime speech tonight, talking about election interference in 2020. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mentioned Politico had this piece out today. Scared bleepless, Republicans brace for Trump's primetime speech. Rehashing grievances about the 2020 election could motivate the Republican base and press GOP lawmakers to pass the Save America Act.
Probably part of it, yeah.
That is part of it. But if some of that evidence is true, where China hacked in to states' databases, got thousands and thousands of identification, and then used them for mail-in ballots, and saying then tomorrow there's going to be, a lot of the evidence, we'll see if that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's worthy. But some of the networks may not even cover it.
Yeah, we'll see. There has been a big push from the left to say, hey, look, you can't air this because it's going to be all lies. And they say that without evidence, I should say.
That's true. Well, they were doing part of the preview on Good Morning America about this today.
Here at the White House, President Trump is expected to deliver a primetime address tonight. Sources say the president is expected to detail information he says he received from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence related to the 2020 election. Of course, President Trump has long pushed conspiracy theories and false claims about the 2020 election, which he lost.
It's been a consistent theme, Rachel, that is correct. And also the intelligence agencies did review all the information about the 2020 election and certified that it was free and fair. Thanks very much. We'll turn out
Why does that
Still on that line, man.
That sounds so nervous to me.
It does.
Because I mean,
don't protest too much, little George.
Yeah, I felt like for a while everybody was on the same page, or a lot of people were on the same page. Not everybody, obviously, but okay, the Rudy Giuliani hair melting off, the Kraken lady. You had court filings where they took a county in Michigan and said it was in Wisconsin. I mean, it was kind of a clown car. With all of that. But then there are legitimate questions about whether or not, states, secretaries of states or election administrators can just throw out the rule book altogether because of COVID. And then like a week before the election, the CDC comes out and says, well, even if you have COVID, you better go to the polls, go vote. Like there are a lot of open questions about how that whole thing was run.
I bet you that's little George's password, free and fair.
Free and fair.
That can seem, yeah.
Well, that is the standard media line. Because have you ever heard a regular person talk about an election? Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, it was free and fair.
No, never.
People don't talk like that.
No, they
it's
don't
corporate
talk like
nonsense
George.
speak.
Free and fair. Free and fair.
Yes.
Ugh.
Very much so. Okay.
So absolute, isn't he? So absolute. It's free and fair.
Yeah, he's doing this again.
It's done. Yeah.
Well, I believe this 100%. Those networks, like NBC, ABC, they don't want word getting out if there's real proof.
Oh, no.
They really don't want that at all.
Well, I hope he's bringing the receipts.
I think he is.
I hope he
From
does.
everything I read.
If not,
you're nervous.
Well,
you get nervous.
It's not a good midterm thing if you're still out there talking about this and you got nothing.
I understand. I understand the political angle. Sometimes I'm like, I just want the truth. I want the truth to come to light. I don't care what friggin' season we're in. Just bring the truth out. And deal with the repercussions, whatever it is. I know that's not always smart, but...
I'm for hiding it until the election's over.
I know you are. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have fitness trackers. And then they follow them, and you find out, well, it's not even legit all the time. You can't really rely on it. And they're always doing more as far as technology to get it more accurate. There is something now, it's a wearable that you can paint onto your skin. They say it's like a temporary tattoo. Huh. But it doesn't matter. It's, this is what they're calling it, safe and reliable.
Oh, my gosh.
It's an adhesive polymer electrode that's over 10 times more breathable in hot weather than normal medical electrodes. So it kind of goes on your skin like a temporary tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get whatever it is, something fun. Like if you want to get a baseball bat for yours, Scott, you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing, or a Funko Pop. I don't know, flower, whatever.
Yeah.
It's supposedly excellent at tracking muscle activity, heart rate, even brain waves.
Brain waves?
Yes. That was the part I'm like, really? And an EKG test where a person is running on a treadmill, the electrodes manage 95.1% consistency before and after sweating. So they say that would be like a breakthrough. And they also said it could make life easier and less intimidating for kids who need long-term medical monitoring. Like, here's a little temporary tattoo for Junior.
Cool.
Yeah. Not on the way yet, but they're doing more studies. It's like there's another tech story every day. You're like, holy smokes, what is it going to be like even 10 years from now, maybe 5? Crazy stuff. Okay, much more to get to. J.D. Vance, 3-hour sit-down with Joe Rogan. I think David got all the swear words out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we got to get to that.
Yeah.
He says there's a lot of BS out there. And the 5 stories we're watching today, coming right up. You don't need an economist to tell you your money doesn't go as far as it used to. Just buy groceries, fill up the tank, or pay a utility bill. The question is, what do you do about it? Sitting around hoping everything magically gets cheaper probably isn't much of a strategy. So before you make any big financial decisions, it's worth getting informed.
That's why you should check out Swiss America. They've been helping educate Americans about precious metals for more than 40 years, and they put together a free report called The Secret War on Cash. When you request your copy, you get no sales pitch, no obligation, just information explaining why a lot of people are looking at ways to help protect their purchasing power over the long haul.
Learn about your options. Do it today. Call or text 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MVCR for your free report. Again, that's 800-289-2646 or SwissAmerica.com/MVCR. Tell them Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins sent you. Message and data rates may apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. And now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Number 5, Virginia State Senator Saddam Aslam Salim, Democrat out of Fairfax, has introduced Senate Bill 624, legislation that would define Islamophobia within Virginia's assault and battery laws, while requiring law enforcement to track crimes allegedly motivated by anti-Islam bias. There you go.
Is there a scourge of that going on?
Apparently so in Fairfax.
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Yeah. We hear about it all the time. What are the examples?
Number 4, Detroit now has the worst air quality of any major city in the world as the Canadian wildfire smoke invades the U.S.
Oh, it ticked off at Canada.
Well, yeah.
All the states in the northern United States. Well, like this is 4 years in a row.
Yes. I mean, it's just poor forest management policy, and it's you're smogging up our air, bro.
Yeah.
Freaking get a mower, all right? Dang. Number 3.
Get a mower.
we need like a North American HOA or something where some guy, some retiree is going to walk around your country and be like, nope, grass is too high here. Nope, trees are too dense. Let's get some hedge clippers here. We're going to have to fine you.
Take care of it.
Yep. Number 3, the Trump administration is reinstating the policy of considering immigrants' use of welfare programs when deciding whether or not to approve green card applications. Number 2, well, this is just a wild continuing story here, and it's deja vu. 10 to 20 inches across the flooding of 10 to 20 inches across the Texas Hill Country, triggering catastrophic floods that forced rescues of more than 75 people. One person has been confirmed killed during a rescue. The National Weather Service announced that a gauge along the Guadalupe River had risen 32 feet in just 4 hours and was expected to reach a crest similar to the catastrophic river flood from 2020, last year, July 4th. And then number 1, President Trump announced that Iran had released an American citizen who had been wrongfully detained since 2024, thanking the country for what he called a gesture of goodwill.
While they cry uncle.
Yes.
Yeah, a little late for that. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens. Here's a question for you. Say you buy a restaurant. You buy the building at least.
Sure.
You're going to open it new. And then you find $12,000 in cash hidden in an old cabinet. What do you do?
Contact the person I bought it from.
Yeah, I bought the building from somebody, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do, right?
I'd probably let them know because I always have a fear I'm going to get caught anyway. So,
Oh, you bought the building. It was their responsibility to get the cash out.
yeah, I bought the contents of the building, right?
Yeah.
When I bought the building, yeah.
Okay.
Technically, it's mine. I'm just doing you a service here.
So, but that's what you do, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. You're not quite sure.
I'm not quite sure because I did buy the building and contents within building, yeah.
That's what this guy did in South Carolina. This is Sak Yoongjun Tech.
Nice.
He saw the stack of $100 bills. He's like, okay, that belongs to the guy that had this before me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to do the right thing here. He tries to find the guy. Can't find him.
Oh, well.
Then you just keep it?
My money then, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he shared the story with the local TV station. So then they put him on. Yeah, I'm looking for, I can't find him. It turned out the rightful owner was dealing with serious health issues. So the money really was needed.
Came in handy.
It was.
Nice.
That's.
I was like, no, that's a good story.
See, that's good.
This is the Markley Van Camp and Robbins show.
I was expecting you to say, turns out the guy was a drug dealer or something. And that was bad money.
I'm not going to question just a stack of $100 bills equaling $12,000 in cash in a cabinet.
Yeah.
That's your business, but we can all have questions.
Right.
People don't trust banks. A lot of people don't, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That would be the bigger motivator, other than just like doing the right thing. It'd be, I don't want somebody coming looking for that cash.
You've seen Old Country
Yes.
or No Country for Old Men.
Yes, I have.
I don't want Shagur coming at me.
No.
I'll tell you that.
You find a stack of cash like that, somebody's going to come looking for it at some point.
Yeah. Okay, J.D. Vance, big 3-hour sit-down with Joe Rogan. F-bombs, I think David's got them at least straight ahead right here. The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So J.D. Vance, Joe Rogan. Talk about a multitude of things yesterday, including Jeffrey Epstein.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
J.D. saying, yeah, kind of booted part of that. Just the way it's been done, the investigation over time, starting way back in 2008.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone can look at any of this and say that it was all handled really well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just not possible. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. I know that there's been a sort of out of context clip of him saying, oh, yeah, you know, there was supposed to be evidence that he was part of Mossad and CIA or whatever, and he knew people in the Israeli government, but he said, but then I think he clarified saying, like, as far as him being a spy, no, there's no evidence of that.
Right.
Just put it out there and take the toy away from him.
Yeah.
Just put it out there. Just done with this. I'm just done with it.
I just don't know.
Tired of hearing about it. Just get it out there.
I just don't know what else they have to put out.
I don't either, but whatever it is, put it out there.
Okay. Well,
you had Massey on PMS Now this morning talking about, well, you got all these people, Lutnick, and he's going, all these different names.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm just done with it.
I think a lot of people are.
Just get it over with.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, unless you, of course, buy. If you can't explain why, you can't.
Yeah, because what was it? There was no evidence he trafficked any girls to other dudes. It was just for himself.
That's what they say. Yes.
Well, was there ever a whole stash of evidence on the island that he had as blackmail material?
That's a great question. Apparently,
it's all those things.
I know, and all. Just get it out there.
I know.
And again, if you can't do it for whatever legal reason, then make the case. We'd like to release all this. Well, we can. Here's why.
Well, they've tried to do that.
We're making a case. Well, hammer that home.
People don't buy it.
Get it out there. I'm just done with. I'm tired of.
I know, man.
Thing.
I'm sorry I even brought it up.
No,
I didn't know. I was like, honestly, sometimes people are like, "Do you poke Robbins just for fun?" Sometimes, yes. That wasn't it.
It just makes me crazy.
Yeah,
it's just like get it done.
Okay.
Pedophiles, pedophile.
Yeah.
Even though there's zero evidence that it would indicate any of that's true. Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
No. People are going to believe what they want to believe.
Oh, yeah. Well, and kind of on that note, they talked about Iran because Vance was the lead on the memorandum of understanding that just kind of fell apart. And he brought up a Time magazine article that was published this week about former Trump campaign official Brad Parscale, who had an agreement with an ad agency to promote pro-Israel content online. Now, the Israelis are actually ticked off at him because they say it hasn't really worked. And, but some in the U.S. think this whole effort is to undermine the Trump administration and all of this. And so J.D. Vance, well, he's in that second group.
Okay.
You know, people have come after me and say that I'm influenced by Qatar, that I'm influenced by foreign governments, that, you know, I take my marching orders from Tucker Carlson. And there's just so much bullshit out there when what I'm actually trying to do is accomplish what the President of the United States told me to accomplish, which is a settlement of this that accomplishes our objectives. People are always going to try to influence the United States of America, whether they're allies of ours or whether they're enemies of ours. But again, when I open up the pages of Time magazine and I see that there's a literal foreign influence campaign being funded to tank the very deal that I was pursuing, and oh, by the way, many of the people who were receiving that money were actually attacking me in completely dishonest ways, you know, my response to that is, well, go to hell. I'm going to do what I have to do for the American people. I represent Americans first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that, but there were also people who were clearly not part of any sort of influence operation who had good points about what the deal is with this memorandum of understanding.
Yes. Totally agree. And it is amazing to me, all the different players, like in media, and including conservative media, they get paid for influence. When you're talking about even other governments.
Yeah.
Where's our sweet cash?
I know, man.
We're doing
Got
it
a lot
wrong.
of affiliates who
Doing it wrong. Yep.
No, I would never do that. I don't want to do that.
No.
Never interested in that. But when some of the names came out that were getting paid, that was a couple of years back.
Yeah.
You know, and some were like, oh, I had no idea. Did you buy that?
Checks just mysteriously appeared?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, kind of wild.
Yeah.
Having to see this story, and this was at Hot Air. Was this Strom? He usually writes the good stuff, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, talking about the new socialist, you know, on the scene, the one that's getting a whole lot of attention, Abdul Al-Sayed.
Oh, yeah.
In Michigan. And the point being, man, when Graham Plattner went down, this was this dude's worst nightmare, because now all the attention's being paid to him. And you got, you know, outlets doing deep dives into this guy, like the Washington Free Beacon, going into this dude's finances and background. And it is amazing that all of these different socialists, they all got tons of money.
Oh, yeah.
And coming from rich backgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying Abdul's father-in-law, Tayyip Jakuku. Why are you laughing? You think I butchered that name?
Tayyip Jakuku.
Okay,
That's
maybe
a Beatles lyric, right?
Jukaku. Cuckoo Kachu.
Yeah.
Jukaku. Jukaku?
Jaka.
Ku.
KU.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Ku, K me.
John Lennon was never the stronger of the songwriters in that band.
No, I didn't think so either. Anyway, he's been dumping millions into Abdul's campaign from a super PAC. He's also got ties to the Muslim Brotherhood and Hamas.
Well.
Part of CARE.
Well.
Yeah. And then Abdul exercises, as it reads, an unusual form of socialism, or perhaps not all that unusual, at least in practice. He wants more government transparency, but delayed his own required financial disclosures.
Yeah. No, it's always for somebody else.
Yeah.
It's for the betterment of other people.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Not us.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
On that wall. Yeah.
Yes.
Personally, I'm not going to be on the wall, but somebody will be.
Yeah.
I'll tell him to be there.
Yeah, he talks about how he's a public servant. Released 2 pages of his 2025 tax return showing $686,000 in total income.
Wow.
Including $292,000 in additional income. and $262,000 in capital gains, placing him in the top 1% of Michigan earners. But it doesn't reveal the sources of that income.
I'm just going to say, how's Pops making all that money?
Because he released only the first 2 pages, omitting the remainder that would provide further detail. Okay. Says that, that $292,000 you reported in additional income stems from his little-known podcast, America Dissected. That podcast brings in $292,000?
Dang.
Come on.
Sponsored by his dad.
As well as his wife's psychiatry practice, Mindwork Psychiatry.
That sounds like a fake name, too. That sounds like the Leering Center, doesn't it?
I wondered if you would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. But, the spotlight's on this guy. It does not look good in a number of different ways. I know we're up on it. We got to get to What's Your Story, but we can get into that a little bit later on. We do this a couple of times a day. We go around the table, and it may not be the biggest story out there, but you saw it. You're like, yeah, this would be fun to bring in. David, what's your story here?
Well, the usual suspects are panicking about the upcoming primetime speech, about election integrity, about possible foreign interference.
Yes.
In the 2020 election, the cows on The View have already decided what President Trump is going to say.
Okay.
And they're freaking out about it.
If and when Democrats win the House and or Senate,
he's going to be
there
impeached.
will finally be. He's not going to be impeached. Don't say that. I don't believe that's going to happen.
Why not?
Because I don't think they have the votes, and they know that, and they're not going to spend the energy on that. But what there is
Make
going to
your
be,
point. Make your
what there
point.
is going to be is accountability. What there is going to be is hearings. What there is going to be is ICE agents and the leaders of ICE brought in front of Congress and asked why they are executing people in the streets of America. What there is going to be is transparency and accountability and question asked about the Trump crypto grift and the way that they have monetized the presidency and made billions of dollars.
So this is why he wants to stop the election, and this is why he's doing everything he can.
That's what she said.
There you go.
Oh, my
He's trying to
gosh.
Stop the election.
Man, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
You don't even know what he's going to say yet.
That is part of ABC News.
Yes, it is.
Well,
Thanks very much. We're going to turn now to
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was the end of Little George. Yeah, because he's already decided, too.
about the 2020 election and certified that it was free and fair.
Free and fair. It was certified.
Yep, that's part of it. Yeah, well, it may not be considered a bona fide news program anymore.
Yeah,
the
the
FCC is
on that
apparently
one,
ready
yeah.
to rule that The View is not a news program, which would subject it to equal time rules. Really, this is just about in the middle of a campaign. That if you give one candidate, if it's not a bona fide news event, if you give one campaign time on the air, you got to give the other the same amount.
Well, I would bet that you would get more sane takes at your local nursing home than you do on that show.
More than likely, yeah.
Yes.
It's really something, isn't it? I mean, it really is. It's unbelievable.
All right, Scotty, what do you got for What's Your Story?
Today's show staffers reeling after an intruder seeking Al Roker was arrested for breaking into the studio and confronting Craig Melvin.
What?
Apparently, people are already a little yippy there because of the whole Savannah Guthrie thing. The source called this morning's scare chilling and blanking insane. He could have stabbed Craig. He could have planted a bomb. And that's all true. It's not clear the individual who they say was wearing a backpack was a crazed fan of Al Roker or had ill intent. While the intruder did not enter the actual filming studio, the man did reach the staircase inside the studio. People notably need to swipe through security access to get there. So how did he get there? Oh, we don't know. We don't know. He got there. We hear 30 Rockefeller Center is a difficult place for security. It's real public. There's a coffee shop apparently inside there as well.
Okay.
I know there's a gift store inside there. He said, I don't know if people care about that or not, but this guy was able to have access and got right up to the stairs leading to the studio. He's standing there.
Wow.
They're on break. Melvin starts to walk by, and this guy jumps out.
Wow.
And wants to see Al Roker.
Where's Roker?
I demand to see Al Roker today. It's too hot. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was, but apparently they're talking now. Big meeting today after work so they can try to get together some sort of security detail that's better than the one they just had.
Yeah, that kind of stuff can't happen.
That's incredible.
Yeah. All right, for my story, sometimes I just see something that I'm like, you know what? I think people will enjoy this. This is a lovely black woman in Southern America, one of the southern states, I'm not sure which one, that just wanted to let people know. It's sort of like if you're going to move here, you got to know what you're dealing with. And I want to see what you think.
Down south, we don't deal with all that tomfoolery that y'all dealing with over there in New York City or California or Maine or Minnesota. You know, all you woke states. We don't deal with that. You see, round these parts, we believe in God, guns, and butter. And in that order. God, and his name is Jesus Christ. Let's not be confused. Pretty much all of us are conceal and carry. There will be no entering into every household in America, that part, and catch it. And we love to eat. So we put butter on everything. And I mean everything, that part. And I did not mention it, but let me be very, very clear. God, guns, butter. But also, we are very, very common sense and patriotic. See, unlike the Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, we know what a woman is, that part. And there will be American flags flying in everybody's yard, okay? So if you have a problem with that, you may not want to move down south. Yes, the homes are cheaper, but they look just as good as those high homes y'all paying for up north. And on the east and west coast, that part, we're comfortable, classy. All the white boys in the Cajun Navy is our friends, that part. You see, when the tornadoes and hurricanes happen, they come on through. And they don't care what color the hand is that they helping, that part. Our men are not emasculated, at least not around these parts they ain't.
Yeah.
And chivalry, sure enough, not dead. And last but not least, we believe in keeping our babies around here, okay? So I lie to your Akbar over there. You will not be entering into every household in America. And all that yelling and screaming in pro-lifers' face around these parts don't work. You feel me? Because we hit back, that part. God bless. Welcome to the South.
I'm like, yes. That just completely brightened my day.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
God, guns, and butter.
Yes. Oh, did you hear about the dude that tried to snatch a kid by a pool? Oh, yeah, we'll get to Nimrods in the news and a news update next.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected! Also, you forgot to renew your website domain and now you're in a bidding war!
You should see the look on your face. At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room and now everything smells weird!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
My doctor told me my blood pressure is borderline. I figured I could worry about it or do something about it. So I took control with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. It works safely and naturally to help maintain healthy blood pressure with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Some people wake up in the middle of the night sweating, especially in the summertime, and they're like, it's the heat. I can't take it. I hate sweating, and then I can't get back to sleep. A lot of times, it might be cool in your house. Might not be the heat outside. It could be your mattress trapping all that heat while you sleep. No good.
No, it's no good, but you should check out Ghost Bed. The cooling feature is built right into every single mattress. They don't make you pay extra for it. If you sleep hot, you'll notice the difference fast. I know I do. As it's well documented, I'm a sweat hog, you know. And it's been much more comfortable ever since I switched a few months ago. And the support is outstanding, too. It's a very comfortable mattress. My back feels better. I sleep deeper. And I wake up not, drenched in sweat. Scott.
Yeah, it's my turn. I was so captivated by your story. I was just, and Ghost Bed gives you 101 nights to try it in your home too. You can literally sleep on it all summer long and decide for yourself. And right now, Ghost Bed is giving you an extra 10% off. Now, with financing, some of these Ghost Beds work out to be just $1 a day. Go to ghostbed.com/MVCR. Use the promo code MVCR. That's ghostbed.com/MVCR. Promo code on that, MVCR.
News update, David Van Camp.
Oh, let's see here. The White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, says the teleprompter operator, Gabe Perez, is currently on unpaid administrative leave because he was raking in cash from bets on what Trump was going to say at a speech.
God, that's crazy.
I didn't know you could bet on that.
I didn't either.
Here we go.
Is it polymarket stuff?
Yes.
Kalshi, I think, in this case.
Kalshi, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
I'll make it fast. Orlando, Fairfield Inn. Dude picks up a kid like he's going to snatch her away. Like starts to go. Feel like, hey, what are you doing? He gets scared, lets the kid down. He starts doing push-ups for no reason. Cops arrested him, thankfully, and that's Nimrod's in the News.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay, news update, David Van Camp.
All right, well, the president has a big speech tonight. Apparently it has to do with foreign interference in the 2020 election. And yes, you're already sort of getting a pre-buttal from Democrats and the media alike that, well, this is just more conspiracy theories. I don't know. Maybe it turns out to be nothing. I have no idea. I haven't seen the speech yet. You know?
Well, if you did, you were going to bet on it.
I mean, I went to the old journalism school, and they failed to give me my crystal ball. Darn.
I don't know, man. For the reports I'm seeing, it looks pretty legit.
So, yeah, Garrett Haake from NBC News asked Caroline Leavitt, who's back for the first time since going on maternity leave, about the speech coming up tonight.
Okay.
So did agree that this speech tonight is about elections past, not elections upcoming. The 2020 election has had dozens of recounts, lawsuits, audits. The 2024 election, widely believed to be safe and secure. There's not really any question about that.
Safe and
a lot
secure.
of people look
Because
at
it was
this.
too big to rig.
Well, I think a lot of people look at this
There's a
and
massive
wonder,
amount of votes for this president. That's why he's in the Oval Office right now.
No one disputes that. And there were a significant amount of votes for Joe Biden, who won in 2020. I think the question is, why is the president unable to let this go?
Well, first of all, Garrett, I think part of the problem is that the media has refused to acknowledge that tens of millions of Americans across the country share the concerns of this president about the sanctity of our elections. And your premise of your question, you're jumping ahead to a conclusion in this speech before even hearing it yourself. I think that everyone should tune in tonight, including the people in this room, and you should report on the president's speech and the findings that he is going to reveal in this speech with a little bit of honesty and a little bit of integrity, because it will shock you if you have an honest eye listening to the president tonight, and everything he is saying will be backed by facts and by evidence that will be provided this evening.
There you go.
Well, I guess we know now, what don't we?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying I want to wait to see what the speech is, because I've heard big promises. You know, the stuff that I have on my desk about Epstein, it'll shock you.
Right.
4 to 6 weeks in Iran. I've heard that kind of stuff before. I just want to watch it. Yeah, well, sorry, Mr. President. I'm just saying.
No, we've all brought that up before. James! I know. I'm here to help, not to hurt. You know that.
It could be a big head fake. It could be about Iran.
It's not.
Probably not.
I'll bet on it. You want to bet?
No, I don't want to bet. No.
You just brought up betting, so
I don't want to bet. I don't want to bet on it. No.
All right.
But by the way, it's good to have her back.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
I've missed that.
I love that he sits down.
Slapping around.
The way she said Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because you're a joke, Garrett. You are.
I like that, though, actually. The idea that Trump sits down and says, "My fellow Americans, we have just nuked Tehran. Also, the 2020 election was rigged. Good night. Yes. God bless our troops and God bless America."
Yeah.
What's the over-under on how long this thing's going to be?
The speech?
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
He likes to talk.
Yes. According to, quote, sources, they're hoping he sticks to script tonight. I don't think it's going to go over 21 minutes.
Oh, I don't think so either, no.
Won't go over 21 minutes?
Yes. You want to bet on that? You're thinking about it?
Yeah, I want that action, yes.
You're only down 93.
I know. What's another $5, right?
You want to go 5 on that?
Yeah, I'll go 5.
21? All right. Keep the tally on that, David.
Right.
Please.
By the way, didn't I just win one recently?
Yeah, it was a $2. You didn't have confidence in going in the 5.
Damn, I can't remember what it was now.
It was about which album a certain Counting Crows song was on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I won that one.
Yeah, I had to play that miserable song, and I thought it was from the first album. And it was
Long
from the
December,
second.
whatever.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that whiny. Ugh. Long December. Oh, God, I had to play it.
You win the presidential bets. I win the Counting Crows ones.
Well, it used to be the message on your phone. If you called Robin's phone, it was a clip of David Letterman saying, "And this is my favorite band, the Counting Crows," because it was your favorite band.
At the time, yes.
Yeah.
Now, that guy lost its shimmer.
And it was on there for years.
After the, well, yeah.
It was.
I forgot how to change it.
Embarrassing.
Well, it wasn't at the time for me. I just did it. See,
Yeah.
I'm not a trendsetter, David. I don't just go with the trend.
I totally forgot about the you could have like the novelty answering machine. Where
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
I had the Rain song from Led Zeppelin for a long time.
What?
I had the Rain song.
I don't remember that.
I had it on there.
What part of the Rain song?
I don't remember now. Was the part that kind of goes into the rock part of it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But I don't know why I chose that one, but I did.
Well, you're going to be gone tomorrow. We could do the greatest songs of all time from the Counting Crows. Be the shortest countdown in the history of the show.
You got to do at least 5.
I don't think there is.
Oh, come on.
What?
I could come up with 5.
Yes, you could. I know.
Yeah.
I know. We got to get to other stuff that's out there today. What else? Are they? I can't help it, man.
I knew it wasn't done yet. I knew it wasn't.
Just terrible. Okay, let's get to Mamdani. I saw this person.
Oh, dude.
You got a woman that's got this hat on and then a mask covering her face all the way up to her eyeballs.
Yeah, the N95 or whatever it is. Yeah. Well, so Zoran Mamdani, the communist mayor of New York City, is proposing banning New York City landlords from requiring both proof of income and a credit check. And landlords or brokers have to pay any credit check fees. So, hey, not allowed to prove or to have a potential tenant prove that they can actually afford the rent there. That's
got it.
All right, cool. And then they're also talking about an eviction freeze. And yes, the masked up lady was talking about it at a press conference today.
Okay. Do we know why she was wearing the mask?
Well, because even though they're revolutionary fighters, they're very scared of COVID still.
Got it.
Our city is turning the corner on tenant power. When we organize, we win results. The Mamdani administration is emboldening us so that we no longer tolerate the violence of evictions as a matter of business as usual.
Holy.
My landlord owns dozens of buildings, but he is not a steward of the public trust. In fact, it is the opposite.
Oh, my gosh.
The violence of evictions?
The violence of evictions, correct.
You mean like when you're evicted and you won't leave and they have to forcibly yank you out?
No, when they say you have to leave, that's violence.
My God, man.
I know.
What is wrong with you? You didn't pay your rent.
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't pay your rent. If you don't pay your bills, you don't get to keep whatever it is you have.
They want to change the rules on that
That's
and live
nuts.
in utopia. Yes.
Well,
And then what happens?
Well, the longer game is what we've seen play out since the eviction moratorium of the COVID era, is that a lot of times you'll have landlords say to hell with it because they weren't allowed to collect rent.
Right.
They sell the property for pennies on the dollar. Some NGO-backed group comes in and buys it, and it becomes de facto public housing or Section 8 housing. This is how you force property owners out of a city and let essentially the government take control of housing.
Wow, man. The violence of eviction.
Yeah. Wow. So then you got Democrats trying to figure out, okay, do we have to tell voters, listen, we can't let these people take over the Democrat Party, or do you sort of join in? And it sounds like Gavin Newsom is leaning that way.
Yeah.
With him talking about capitalism just not working anymore. Yeah.
Certainly nostalgia is not working. I would argue socialism not going to work.
Oh.
But capitalism as we know it doesn't work either. And so when we talk about rewriting, or at least renegotiating this social contract and rewriting it as authors, not consumers, we have to fundamentally understand that it's broken and we cannot play in the margins any longer.
What did he just say, Scott?
I have no idea. Well, what are you going to do about it? No, I mean, this platitude nonsense.
As authors, not what?
What? Yeah.
Consumers.
Yeah, consumers.
As authors, not consumers.
Not consumers.
Yes.
What is?
I don't even know what that means. What's it mean?
As leaders, I think. As the leaders, we have to think about the people and do what's best for the people, because he always does, you know.
Okay.
But
yeah.
You are consumers.
Just full of BS. That's one of the things that J.D. Vance was saying to Rogan, that a lot of these dim socialists are just full of,
This is why I think the DSA types are a little full of when they talk about helping normal people. If you want to help a normal person, don't provide a corporation 9 low-wage migrants to compete against them when they're bargaining for wages. You actually give workers more power when you have a more restricted immigration policy.
Oh, you can't have that.
I'm stunned. Socialism doesn't work.
They don't believe that.
Communism doesn't work. Is that what you said? Communism, socialism,
Socialism and capitalism.
And capitalism doesn't work.
Because I don't think socialism, but capitalism doesn't work either.
So where are we going to go? What's next?
Well, he's trying to,
bridge the gap between socialism and
capitalism.
Capitalism?
Like I'm hearing you. Like the Democratic line, we see you. We feel you.
These clowns.
Oh yeah.
Just so tired of it. Man.
You need a vacation.
Well, and the thing is that you have been hijacked by a small percentage of people that are making the most noise in your party.
Yes.
And seemingly have the most momentum.
Yes.
You're hijacked by it. Nobody can stand up to him. You won't stand up to him because you're afraid of him.
Well, Carville will.
Well,
different
what's
ones.
he got to
Nobody
lose?
cares
I know.
about Carville. No.
I mean, he's a
I know, that's the thing, but that was Scott's old guy.
He breezed through his eyes. He doesn't care.
Oh, gosh. Do we have time for the big Blue Angels controversy?
Oh, this one? I heard about this one, too.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Like coming in low?
Yeah.
You would think, oh, my gosh, they went rogue. This is according to Good Morning America. Goodness gracious.
Now, the video of Blue Angels jet flying low over a crowd of Florida beachgoers. The flyover thrilled the people on the beach, but it is under review. Rhiannon Alley here with the story. Good morning, Rhiannon.
Good morning to you, George. Yes, this happened during a breakfast with the Blues event. Surprising and, yes, even delighting those watching. But now they will take a look and make sure safety protocols were followed.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah, it goes into it, man.
This morning, stunning video showing a Navy jet flying extremely low over Pensacola Beach in Florida during a Blue Angels flight demonstration.
Looks pretty cool.
Watch as the jet soars just feet over the heads of dozens of beachgoers, tents seen collapsing, umbrellas and chairs lifting off the ground, and visitors stunned.
I've been coming for 10 years, and I've never seen a pass like that in my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that for probably the rest of my life.
John Austin Lynch was there and says the jets had been circling for nearly 2 hours up until that startling moment.
Yeah, and then he goes into it. Startling. Yeah, and the way they end the story.
The safety of our hometown community, spectators, and our pilots is our highest priority. Now, there are strict Navy and FAA safety standards they must follow, so this investigation will look at whether they did follow those. No one was hurt in this. Spectators definitely got a show they will never forget.
Okay, that was ABC. If we go to the Fox story, and they're talking to a couple of ladies that were there, that were like, man, it was incredible. It was awesome, and the way the story ends cracks me up.
When they fly close and blow the tents up.
That was a first.
Incredible.
I haven't seen that one. That was good.
They're showing out.
Yeah.
Secretary of War Hegseth has already weighed in. He said the flyovers will continue until morale improves.
There you go.
That's the best.
Really low. Safety first. Unsafe.
Have you ever been to an air show?
Yeah.
It's like, it's what people love. All right. The 5 stories we're watching today and much more straight ahead. You don't need an economist to tell you your money doesn't go as far as it used to. Just buy groceries, fill up the tank, or pay a utility bill. The question is, what do you do about it? Sitting around hoping everything magically gets cheaper probably isn't much of a strategy. So before you make any big financial decisions, it's worth getting informed.
That's why you should check out Swiss America. They've been helping educate Americans about precious metals for more than 40 years, and they've put together a free report called The Secret War on Cash. When you request your copy, you get no sales pitch, no obligation, just information explaining why a lot of people are looking at ways to help protect their purchasing power over the long haul.
Learn about your options. Do it today. Call or text 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MVCR for your free report. Again, that's 800-289-2646 or SwissAmerica.com/MVCR. Tell them Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins sent you. Message and data rates may apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. You know what it's time for? Yes, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2. Okay, number 5. The FCC is ready to rule that The View is not, in fact, a news program, which would subject it to equal time rules. The stations would not be required to invite candidates, or the show wouldn't be required to invite candidates on, but once it gives one candidate airtime during an election cycle, well, they'd have to, if asked, provide the same amount of time on the air. Number 4, President Trump's longtime teleprompter operator is believed to have made more than $100,000 betting on Trump's speeches.
Crazy.
The White House press secretary seeming to confirm that this is the case, saying that President Trump said it was, garbage. It was just obviously not a good thing. You can't do that.
Wow, I want to know what the specific bets were.
Can't wait. Number 3, Arizona Democrat Senator Ruben Gallego, a potential 2028 presidential candidate. Well, new story, engaged in sexual relationships with at least 2 House staffers, and his very flirtatious habits with others may come back to haunt him.
Whoa.
Yep.
Ruben.
Yeah.
Anybody surprised?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he was so panicked when his best friend, Eric Swalwell, was getting shown the door. It's like, okay, there's stuff on him. You know that. Number 2, the Trump administration is reinstating the policy of considering immigrants' use of welfare programs when deciding whether to approve green card applications. And then number 1, President Trump announced that Iran has released an American citizen who was wrongfully detained during the Biden administration. Those are the top 5 stories that we're watching today. Brickhouse Nutrition designed lean for frustrated dieters with 10 pounds or more to lose. Let's get you started. 20% off plus free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use promo code MVCR to get that 20% off. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
I just happened to look at Polymarket just to see if there was anything with the Trump speech.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any of that. There was who will be announced out of Trump administration in 2026. Scott Bessent, 49%.
Interesting.
Marco Rubio, 49%. Which I also thought was interesting. There's quite a few that were right around 50%. RFK Jr., 45%. Pete Hegseth, 37%. On it goes. Caroline Leavitt way down there, 21%. Oh, Kash Patel, 77%. Don't know what that means.
I would definitely put him ahead of Marco Rubio.
Why is that?
I just think that Marco Rubio is playing the long game. I don't know. There's the politics of it, and then also there is, international relations is something that he really cares about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. I don't know. Anytime I see Polymarket, I'm like, all right, who knows what?
Yeah, right.
Because it seems like somebody knows something.
Kash Patel is shorting himself or something.
Right. Yeah.
Don't know. Tom Homan, 51%. Is that just because the job is so tough?
I think
you only have a certain shelf life or something like that?
Yeah, I think he's also talked about, not staying in for too long.
It's got to be so weary.
Yeah.
You're taking bullets everywhere, man.
It just...
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be...
Metaphorically speaking.
Yes, totally exhausting. No doubt about it. There was a story, man, out of Columbus, Ohio, and there was a domestic call. Cops go out there, and then there's some sort of... It's described as an altercation with a dog. Okay? So the cop then has to fire a shot at the dog, but it also hits his fellow officer. He's going to be okay. But they ended up having to put the dog down. And I'm just asking you, David, from a news background, is this some rule you can't tell us what kind of dog it is?
Well, you don't want to get the pit mommies mad at you.
So you never can say it?
Yeah. Sometimes they do.
Yeah, I was going to say sometimes they do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Scott Robbins, Trifecta, the news update. Straight ahead. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Got the Robbins Trifecta coming up in just a few. News update, David Van Camp.
All right, Mr. Miffed, Ed O'Keefe from CBS News. He is making an appearance in the White House press briefing room as Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, is back from her maternity.
Miffed around here about how information's been shared with...
Yeah, okay.
A little miffed around here. Mm-hmm. Well, and again, the prebuttals are amazing to what President Trump's speech is about tonight. Apparently, It's about foreign interference in the 2020 election, and everybody's like, well, conspiracy theories are... Let it go. And here we go.
Okay. Concerns about the election. Will the president accept the results of November's elections?
Look, Ed, you should tune into the president's speech tonight before you jump ahead to conclusions about what's actually in the speech. Again, I've seen a lot of reporting and misreporting about what the president will say. We hope CBS will take the speech, and all Americans should take it.
Okay, but I'm not presuming anything.
I'm not presuming anything. Yes, you are. You know what game you're playing right now.
I'm not presuming.
Of course you are.
Yeah. You asked the question, didn't you?
Again, man, if the reports we were seeing earlier are true, it's pretty damning, man, that China interfered in the election, including hacking into state voter registration databases and stealing information on tens of thousands of voters to manufacture mail-in ballots for Biden.
I look at that and I think, okay, well, that's a pretty bold claim, and it has repercussions that go beyond just domestic politics. Because if they can prove that the Chinese Communist Party actually ordered the hit, that's an act of war.
Yeah.
Sure
and the reaction, I think, from a lot of people would be like putting COVID on all of us wasn't.
Right.
Nothing ever happens. It's kind of crazy. And there's supposed to be evidence detailing alarming vulnerabilities of election infrastructure. And there are 4 sets of declassified documents that are set for release. So we'll see if that's true. Man. Okay. But it is hilarious to hear these different reporters. Why can't he let this go?
Yeah, right.
You don't even know what he's bringing to the table tonight.
Right.
So let's just wait and see what happens. Okay. So there's that. Anything else that we got to cover before we get to Robin's trifecta?
I don't think so.
I think we're pretty much, I think we got it all covered for the most part today. Oh, something hilarious to me. From woke preacher clips. This was from Madison Square Presbyterian in San Antonio. Because sometimes you're like, where are all these people coming from these protests?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know at some of these woke churches they actually promote the protests at church for the crazy socialists. And this is one of those.
My name's Mike Tandy. I wanted to tell you all about a protest that's coming up today at 1 o'clock at 410 and Broadway. Not exactly sure where at 410 and Broadway, but you'll see the protest going on. It's organized by PSL, and they've been at all the protests I've been to in the last year.
Mike,
so look for the.
What is PSL?
PSL is a Party for Socialism and Liberation.
Okay.
But they're at all the. If you've seen them, if you've been to any of the protests, you've seen them in their red shirts. They lead all the chants, and they organize a lot of this stuff.
And some of these woke churches more focus on the Bible and what it actually says.
Apparently not.
No.
It's PSL.
I like that too. It's at 410 and Broadway. I'm not exactly sure. You just gave the cross street. I mean, I know that's a very busy intersection. I drive by it every day, but
I know.
But
look for the
there's
red
like
shirts.
4 options.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, good times, man. You ready for your 3 now? Here we go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the 3 most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Hey, Casey.
I'm ready.
Are you?
Yes.
You just got here. You showed up late.
3.
I was wondering.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and this one is sponsored, brought to you by GhostBed, giving our audience an extra 10% off. Go to ghostbed.com/MVCR, promo code MVCR, ghostbed.com/MVCR, promo code MVCR. All right. Number 3, mutant creature stalking Seattle.
Seattleites are buzzing over sightings of what they didn't know what it was. What is that scurrying across the road? What is that scurrying into the bushes? That's a weird-looking thing. It kind of looks like a raccoon, but it really doesn't. It's like a raccoon hatchback. Turns out it's a deformed raccoon with a birth defect. Yes. The stubby little creature's been now known as Jimothy by the locals. And everybody's tracking this thing online. People want to see it, get their videos out, and their cameras out, and all that stuff going on.
Did you say Jimothy?
Jimothy. That's the name of the. They've called him Jimothy. Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's going to be on the city council soon.
Yes. Jimothy is the raccoon with some sort of spine syndrome. It is so weird looking, too. It's a visual, I know, it's radio, but it's like a shortened, compact version of a raccoon.
Wow.
It's just stubby looking.
Like someone hit it with a frying pan right in the butt.
Yes.
Shortened it.
And pushed whatever is up front.
Got it.
Yeah, it's so weird looking. Though it hasn't been formally diagnosed, the consensus based on the appearance is it's afflicted with short spine syndrome. They say this is a very rare congenital condition that significantly shortens the spine. And apparently sometimes in the raccoon family you get some bad genetics going on, and there you end up with that.
I find it refreshing that at least veterinarians have just embraced calling an ailment what it is.
Yeah.
There's no mystery about short spine syndrome. Oh, okay.
No.
I guess the spine is short.
The short spine, yes.
Yeah.
It's no fancy name attached to it. And apparently it can't be cured, but it doesn't affect the length of time they'll live.
Okay.
They can live a long life with their shortened spine. Probably, though, the other raccoons gets kicked out of the club because it looks weird.
Now,
Screwed off
on
the
with the
red-nosed
countdown.
reindeer, only it's short spine syndrome on a raccoon.
Now, on with the countdown.
Short spine raccoon.
Yeah.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day. Now number
2.
Somebody's going to write a children's book about Jimothy, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, the short spine
Seattle.
syndrome.
All
Yeah,
right.
and
Hey,
all the
sorry.
rest of the friends that were there, they kicked him out of the clubs.
2.
They would let him play soccer, bad stuff,
And so transgender deer befriends him.
Right, yes,
They become best
exactly.
friends in the forest. Number 2, staying in Washington State, a woman in Washington vandalized a statue.
Cara Munoz, Bellingham, Washington, vandalized the Safe Returned Fisherman's Memorial in Bellingham, Washington. Now, this memorial honors deceased fishermen lost at sea, and it features a statue of a fisherman holding a rope with a mooring knot that was the top of the rope. It's on a granite base. It's very nice. Been there for a long time. Well, she looked at it and went, "That's white supremacy. That's a noose," and started defacing the statue. Spray painting it, just raising all kinds of hell with it. So finally the authorities got there and said, "No, you idiot. It's not a noose. Here's what it is." So she's been harassing people, too, that were telling her, trying to stop her from doing it. And so she was left with cleaning it up, and she was fined heavily and probably end up with a few days in jail because of it.
What did Bubba Wallace have to say about it? That's what I want to know.
I just, you look at it, I mean, again, I'm not familiar with fishermen or what their gear is, but to think that's a noose, you're just a nut.
You're just looking for it.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely looking for it, yeah.
Yeah.
And the countdown continues.
Yes, the Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, 1.
Number 1, 2 families sued a hospital that switched babies at birth.
2 families suing a North Dakota hospital, alleging hospital staff mistakenly switched 2 baby boys at birth more than 36 years ago.
Whoa.
Kyle Bylan and Jonathan Morrison were the only 2 babies born at Unity Medical Center in Grafton, North Dakota on January the 26th, 1988. The men and their families are said to be embroiled in this lawsuit right now. The plaintiffs allege the hospital staff switched the infants and sent them home with the other child's biological parents. Now, they've responded. They said the 2 men were then raised by each other's biological families, but they said it was a mistake, wasn't intentional. There's nothing they could do about it. The family said, "Well, we're suing anyway." They're only suing for $50,000 apiece, which is no money in a lawsuit situation. That was 36 years ago. One of the switched babies, he's adult now, 36-year-old man, said, "Yeah, I never really looked like any of my siblings. I always thought it was kind of weird that I didn't." But they took that DNA test, and they discovered that this was not their biological parents.
Oh, my God.
36 years later.
So it was one of those tests.
Yeah.
I just saw a piece the other day where people were telling all these different stories that happened from a 23andMe and crap like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is nuts, dude.
But it's not like you got a nursery full of babies. You got 2 babies that are there.
And the thing is, even if there were, 8, that's not a mistake that can be made.
No, you can't do that. No,
Man,
you cannot
oh, man.
do that. But man, to know. And they said they now have met, one of them has met the biological parents. The other one is not yet.
It'd be kind of a head trip, man.
It would be.
I'd be afraid to,
And there you have it.
go to my actual parents' house and find out that they're super wealthy.
Yes.
And I was raised in a trailer park or something.
Well, one of them said if I knew if it would have gone home with the right parents, I would have lived my life in Denver, Colorado.
Oh.
And the other one would have not lived his life, obviously, in Denver. Didn't. But anyway, it's a mess. What a mess.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know what you do about it other than sue, I guess, for damages, but it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's really been an honor for me.
It always is, Casey. Nice
Thanks,
job,
Casey.
Scotty. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Have fun.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, if I got a chance, I'll go through some of these stories that people were telling. Some of them are actually hilarious. Like they have a sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
Others, not so much. All right, Nimrod's of the news. Oh, another brawl breaking out at a fast food restaurant, and a news update next.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
You don't need an economist to tell you your money doesn't go as far as it used to. Just buy groceries, fill up the tank, or pay a utility bill. The question is, what do you do about it? Sitting around hoping everything magically gets cheaper probably isn't much of a strategy. So before you make any big financial decisions, it's worth getting informed.
That's why you should check out Swiss America. They've been helping educate Americans about precious metals for more than 40 years, and they put together a free report called The Secret War on Cash. When you request your copy, you get no sales pitch, no obligation, just information explaining why a lot of people are looking at ways to help protect their purchasing power over the long haul.
Learn about your options. Do it today. Call or text 800-289-2646 or visit SwissAmerica.com/MVCR for your free report. Again, that's 800-289-2646 or SwissAmerica.com/MVCR. Tell them Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins sent you. Message and data rates may apply.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. It's true, a lot of people talk about the weight loss injections because it gets results. And if you're looking to lose significant weight and have thought about it, but you've been hesitant because you don't like needles, or maybe you've heard about some pretty intense side effects, you really don't want any of that. You don't want to be getting Depends or whatever. Well, there's something else out there for you that may work. It's worked for a lot of people. It's called Lean.
Yeah, it's a weight loss supplement called Lean. It works like the shots, but no needles. Lean uses studied ingredients that have been shown to help manage blood sugar, control appetite and cravings, and support your body to lose weight and keep that weight off.
If you want to lose the vanity weight, 2 or 3 pounds here and there, Brickhouse Nutrition designed this Lean for the frustrated dieter with 10 pounds or more to lose. So we'll get you started right now. 20% off plus free rush shipping. Simply go to takelean.com. Use the promo code, it's MVCR, to add lean to your diet and exercise plan. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, I have no idea what's actually going to come out tonight during the president's primetime speech, but apparently I missed a memo because a whole lot of people in media have decided they know exactly what Trump's going to say and that it's all going to be this terrible thing. And, well, they're asking for just questions about, like, why won't he let this go? And then you got Caitlin Collins from CNN asking the White House press secretary about, well, why hasn't there been any prosecutions?
Speech tonight. He's been in office over 540 days now. If what he says is tonight is backed up by evidence, why hasn't anyone been charged?
Well, he hasn't revealed it yet. He hasn't declassified the documents yet, and you will see what he says tonight, and then we'll move forward appropriately from there.
Tonight from the Justice Department?
I don't speak on behalf of the Justice Department, Caitlin. You know that. Rachel,
By evidence, will there be charges?
You'll have to ask the Justice Department. I don't charge people. I just speak on behalf of the president.
There you go.
Okay, how is it that 3 just regular jamokes on the radio can figure out and read reports of what he's going to talk about tonight, talking about China, getting into databases, and then using people's IDs for mail-in votes for Biden? That may or may not be true, but that is a report. Being that as it is, you would already know that, so you wouldn't be asking these stupid questions.
No, it's Caitlin.
Well, I'm just kind
Well,
of.
it's Caitlin and it's Garrett Hack.
Yeah.
And the rest.
I'm just actually kind of confused.
Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I forgot about Mr. Mift, Ed O'Keefe, award-winning journalist.
Miffed around
Yeah,
here
sorry,
about
Ed.
how information's
With all
been
due
shared with the
respect.
press corps.
I'm just a little bit confused because they're saying the White House saying, well, we're waiting to lay out the evidence, and then maybe the Justice Department will take a look at it, yada yada yada. But CNN's like, hey, why haven't you prosecuted anybody? So now you want him to prosecute political opponents. Interesting.
Without evidence.
Without evidence, apparently.
It doesn't make any sense. All right, we got to get to Nimrod. There we go.
When the going gets tough. Damn it, this is too hard. The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Arizona. In-N-Out Burger. There's a monsoon going on. Heavy rain. People are coming in. All right, time for everybody to just chill, get out of the rain, and enjoy a fine meal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. There's a fight breaking out. Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Then you got now, like, families sitting there, kids running because it's spilling over into the dining area. I think we got the swear words out, but you get an idea of what it's like. It's like mass hysteria going on in the In-N-Out. Oh, my gosh. I think at the end you hear somebody. Outdoors, he's saying to the kids. You got to get them outdoors.
A little argument broke out, huh?
Yes.
Over quantum physics?
Well, it seems to be so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were having a good spirited debate.
Yeah.
About technical things. Who knows?
You
this
know
stuff
what it
happens
was.
all over the place.
You
You're
know.
seeing videos all over the place, man. And now I just happened to see this. Officer Tatum shared this on X, and this is a story out of Dalton, Illinois, where there's a fight club now at a summer camp. You're talking about 6-year-olds. This is insane.
Those aren't the sounds of summer camp. They're the sounds of cell phone video that a parent says exposes a camp
for fighting my daughter.
Where fights didn't just happen, they appear to be part of the
Two little girls
culture.
just beat each other.
Fight club dictator. People was telling them what to do, fighting. No attendance, no supervision, no structure.
The videos appear to show children cheering on fights in 3 different areas of the building, including a bathroom.
If y'all be loud, I'm beating y'all next. Fight my daughter. Look how people in the bathroom.
Angelette Taylor thought she was dropping her children off at a safe place to spend their summer. Instead, she says they were left to protect themselves. Here at Rucker Athletics Fitness and Training Center.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, preparing them for the real world ahead.
I guess so, man. And that's Nimrod's in the News.